Hello survivors and welcome to today's video. So we've been playing on Mango Nation's Crystal Isles server and the Dino Lord has built this amazing, what we're calling like a Futural Japan style base. And I'm absolutely in love with it and I thought I'd share it with you guys today. So he's been trying out some new techniques that we haven't had on any of our other bases. And I hope you guys like it. If you do go on to enjoy it, please leave a like and perhaps subscribe if you're not already. We've got loads of Ark on here and so much more to come. So without further ado, let's take a look around. So the first building he built was our crafting building, and this was his first sort of time trying out a full build with perfect curves, and he did the same with the teleporter as well, as you've just seen there. Now I love what he's done with this, I think it just looks fantastic. He's been wanting to try perfect curves for a really long time, and coming on this server, and with it being unofficial, some of those structures are meshed into the land, and that is just impossible to be able to do on official, so this has given him such a new lease of life for building, being on this server. And also, none of the land is like pillared, you never get pillar spam or anything on these, so it has been incredible. People just tend to build where they want their base, and that is that. They don't go out and sort of claim other land by putting pillars so other people can't build. And it has just been a hell of an eye-opener, to be honest with you. It's been a whole different experience and we're really enjoying it. And considering this was his first time doing a huge build with the perfect curves incorporated, I think he's done a fantastic job. If we come around the front here, we did kill the crystal wyvern queen, so we did that the other day and we popped her on a dermis outside along with our flags and stuff because, you know, you've got to add a bit of a flourish on there as well, haven't you? So we were living on Gen 2 in one of the bunkers and it was so dark and we wanted to move somewhere a bit nicer sort of thing. And we've never really played Crystal Isles. We've played it to complete the boss, but we've never actually sort of lived here. So being able to have a location like this, which lends itself really well to a build like this, has just been amazing. So let's have a little look inside. Like I said, this is our crafting building. So we only have one forge here because we have forges on aberration for metal. So we've got our two mechs here. And then we've got our crafting stations over there at the back. But it's so spacious and airy, and then we've left the tree in the building because we thought it just looked bloody lovely. So it adds a bit of atmosphere in here as well. And then we've got our daddy boxes over each of our crafting stations just to make it a bit easier. And then either side of the rep, so they're within reaching distance of the replicator. And then you will see we've got a bunk bed as well tucked around the side there. I don't know if you've just seen that. And that is for when we transfer from extinction with the dust and crystal and stuff, you know. And there are our vaults. We just keep our BPs in here and our structures. That's all we sort of store in this room. But look at the ceiling, look what he's done. I just think it's so beautiful. I love living here. It's so airy and open and beautiful. And yeah, it's a really nice experience living here. So that is our crafting building. So let's come out the front and have a look at the bridge that he's made. So he did start making this bridge, same with the teleporter platform. He started making them and he didn't do the curves and we were like, something doesn't look right here, and he was like, I'm gonna have to do the curves over the whole thing, aren't I? So he had to tear down the whole bridge and then start over with the perfect curves that he had done on the building, because it just, having jagged edges after having that building look how it does, just took away from it. So we wanted it to look quite magical and mystical. So he got back to work and this bridge took a hell of a long time to make. If you don't know how to do the perfect curves, let us know if you'd like a tutorial on how to do it, because maybe I could get him to sort of just have a little video where he shows how to do the perfect curves and then you can incorporate them into your own buildings. That might be something quite fun, so let us know if you'd like that. This here is our transmitter area. I'm not really sure what to call it. This is just where we travel servers from. And again, he didn't want it to just be just a transmitter put somewhere, so he's made it look really nice. And he wanted to make the top look like a flower that was opening with the wyvern in the middle. And I think it looks absolutely awesome. I love it. I really love it. There's probably Sonomicrops next to this trans because I often have one on when I travel servers and then I just leave it there. Then just pick it back up and just put a load of chitin on it. And then again we've added, like I said, he's put the dermis at the top there of one of the alpha wyverns. And then we've put our sort of boss heads and flags and stuff about as well. And you can see there, it's meshed into the land again. That is just so new to us, being able to do that, and it's something we cherish. So then if we just follow the bridge along here and then over to the left and take the next exit, you'll see there's a little pathway between two rocks. And this will be where our main sort of bedroom is and storage area. So this is kind of the house, I guess. And this will be the front of it. We've got another dermis there at the top. And again, more perfect curves. And he's done these little like round towers on the two buildings that you've just seen. So on the crafting building and this building, because he wanted them to kind of tie in with each other as well. And then that lovely curve on the back end here as well. And I like how it has like a hangover over the glass bits as well, over the window. I think it just adds something. And I think this is his favourite one. He's done 3 builds on this sort of complex that we've got here. And I think this one is his favourite one. So I think he's very proud of what he's done on this one. Sometimes he'll look back and go, oh, I'm not sure, and this and that. But he really does enjoy playing at this base that he's built. And so do I. I'm so grateful to have him. Because I wouldn't have built anything like this. I probably would have given it a try, and then once something went wrong or I smashed something by accident, I probably would have been like, oh no, that's it. I'm done now. I'll just build a box. But luckily, I've got him, and now I get to live somewhere like this. So let's have a little scan over the top of it. Because I love the way this looks from the top. From a bird's eye view, you know? And Crystal Isles is just such a gorgeous map, isn't it? Like, I can't believe we never actually built a full-on base here before. Because it's so pretty, but like I said, on Official, a lot of these places are pillared, so we never really had the opportunity. But let's go inside, and this is our indoor menagerie. So we have sort of a few animals on wander in here, just a few pets. I don't know why the kangaroo is stuck on the horse. This is a bit annoying. I don't know if he knows that we're recording right now. He should be... Oh, he's trying to move. He's trying to move. It's that horse. I'm telling you. The Dino Lord put that horse in here and it's been nothing but trouble. It keeps escaping. It's going into the storage room and it's just been a complete nightmare. Look at it. It's just stood still now. So this is our indoor menagerie anyway. And I love the way that the floors sort of blend into the natural land, because that again is something that we would never have been able to do on Official. And we would never have been able to have something like this. So, you know, you've got to make the most of the opportunity when you can have it. So if we take a look around at the rest of the room, we've just got a cryo fridge in here and like a little overhang bit with a table and some chairs. And then that's my vault for my personal stuff. And then those are my shine horns that I'm just working on there, you've seen on the right. And through here is our storage area. So this is where we store like all of our saddles. We've got saddles in this vault here. And then we'll also store our guns, tools, armour, things like that. So that's what these vaults are for down here. And you get a lot of loot on these servers, so we wanted to make sure we had enough space for everything that we're going to be getting. We've got our tech sleeping pods, and then here we've got our ammo, basically. This is our daddy boxes of ammo. Ammo and, like you see, the parachutes and sleeping bags, you know, just handy stuff that you can actually put into a daddy box. If we come through here, this is how we access it all. And I like this because it looks a bit like a library. I feel like we should have some sliding ladders and stuff in here. It's a shame they don't do stuff like that on our Ark 2. Sliding ladders, please. And then up here is our cryo fridges. So he's left room so that we can add more as we get more dinos. Because you're always ended up getting more, aren't you? And especially with the events and stuff that are going on and all the colours. So on these servers, there's colourful dinos on quite a few maps, even when there isn't an event. And I think they're actually increasing the spawns with the latest patch. So increasing the spawns of colourful dinos. So you're always going to be wanting to tame. If we come out here, we've got some nice land, like a garden out the back here. And if we go around, you can see there is actually a staircase, which leads us up to the transmitter. So that's really handy. So that was our house and our menagerie and our storage room. So now let's go back to the bridge. And we'll follow the bridge around to the next area. God, I love this pond. I think it's so nice. We had to have one that had the pink flowers in the water because it just looks so pretty. If we come around to the left here, this is like our breeding area, and we've decided to do an outdoor breeding area. The land is just so nice. So we have got some tech turrets, as you can see at the top there, and that's because sometimes RGs, Kentros, terror birds will spawn here. It's quite random, and it's not very often, but just in case, you know. So we just have a Maywing out here and some tech troughs. And then over here, he's put like a staircase going into the mountains, and then we've got some incubators at the bottom of there and our baby's cryo fridge. But if we look up here, this is our kibble farm and kitchen. And I love how he's been able to blend it into the natural land. I think it's just so good. I just can't praise it enough playing on an Official and being able to do this. It looks so good. So as you can see, the path coming out of what is the bee sanctuary, as you can see there. actually goes into the land. Then we've got like a little bit of a land path that goes down into the staircase to the incubators. But that is our bee sanctuary. I've wanted one of them for years and he's finally built me one, so I'm so buzzing about that. Buzzing, if you'll pardon the pun. And if we come around here, you can see the kitchens and the kibble farm from the outside. And as you could have seen from the top view that I showed you a second ago, it's like a teardrop shape. And this was the second building he built, and when he was building it, I remember flying past. I would try not to look at his screen when he's building it, so it's like a surprise. But I just remember thinking, oh my god, I love it. It's like a teardrop. It's really pretty. And if we come around the front here, we've got another alpha wyvern on a taxidermy. And he's hidden the taxidermy bases under the structures. And then if we zoom out a bit, you'll be able to see the staircase that comes down the mountain. And again, it's got another little land path before you come to the bridge that goes across the water. And I just think it looks fantastic. I am so pleased with this base. I love it. Let's have another little look at the teardrop shape from the top. There we go. There it is. So again, he's done one of those perfect curves on the side, and then he's just run with it and gone into a different design. Let's head up the staircase and go into the bee sanctuary. We'll come across the land path and then up to the next staircase, and in we go. So I've been busy taming event bees, and I've got all these. I do have some more in cryo, which I still need to sort out and get the best ones out, you know. But look at all the colours! I've been so excited. I've really been excited doing this. So this Christmas event has been insane because there is no regular coloured dinos, so everything is colourful and it's just insane. It's amazing how they've done it. And then through here we've got our kibble farm, so we have our gachas collecting the owl pellets, ready for the fertiliser, and we've got our Deinonychuses just constantly laying fertilised eggs, and our Phiomia. And then Harold! So this is Harold, okay? We've got a little bonnet on him, he likes his bonnet, just get him out of here. So we popped him on Wonder in here, and it's really fun just watching him. It looks like he's working, because you know, like they pick things up, they like stop and pick things up to eat. The only problem is he keeps getting drawn to the Deinonychus, and he keeps just bothering them and standing with them the whole time. And we're not really sure what to do about that yet. Let's just take a nice look at the plants here. So he wanted to have plants on an angle in this one, and I wasn't too sure at first, but it's turned out really well. And then we've got the surveillance console in the middle, so it looks like that is what's controlling all the hydroponics. And then we've got our dung beetles in their cages producing fertiliser, because we need a lot in here. So we've got the gachas collecting pellets from the snow owls, but we also like to have the dung beetles as well as extra. So I've got extra of the potato plants and the long grass plants because we make more extraordinary kibble than the rest, you know? We have our cooking pot up there, and then our fridges down here. So we'll just take a look inside here. So we keep our eggs in this. Oh, that's where I put my cryopods! I must have done transfer all last time I was in here. I was wondering where they went. I knew I had some. Another fridge for eggs, because we do get a lot. And then berries, cooked meats, raw meats, just meats basically. And then just random ingredients, more cooked meat. Need a lot for that chowder and the focal chili. We've got jerky making in the preserving bins. And then we've got our kibble and ingredients for making kibble and other things that you can tame with basically in here. So yeah, that is our kibble farm and kitchen. I've just installed the barrels that we can tame some Chalicotherium with some beer. Oh my gosh, he's done it again. Look at him, he's being proper weird. Harold. So yeah, if you think of a way that we can stop him from going over to the Deinonychus that still looks quite tasteful, please let us know, because he keeps doing it. And I really want him in here because Gigantopithecus, they're one of my favourite dinos. I love watching them just knocking about in the wild. So I really wanted him in here, helping me with the kibble. I wanted a kibble buddy. So I just want him to behave himself. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this base tour. Like I said, we were stuck in that bunker on Gen 2 for so long. And it was handy because it was such an open area and there was lots of space. But it was quite dark and dingy, and so coming over here and having this airy base is incredible. So I think what we'll do now, we'll do a panoramic view of the whole thing, and I will leave you there. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please leave a like, and don't forget to subscribe if you'd like some more of our Ark content. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I hope you all have a great day. Take care.